Well, hello, HRTM 160. Not exactly how we planned on finishing out our class, not exactly what I planned on for the remainder of our course. Obviously, we would much rather be together and much rather do all the cooking in the lab and things like that. But since we can't be together right now, we're gonna do some online cooking demonstrations. So I'm going to take recipes that we'll be doing each week. I'm going to prepare them for you and kind of talk you through the recipes. And then you'll see that we have an assignment, and that's kind of how you get your daily grade for the rest of the semester. So you can either write, it'll be a discussion board. You can either write in the discussion board, this is what I would change, or whatever the prompt is that I put in there. You know, if you had this recipe, how would you change it, and what would that look like? So you can type that in and then reply to a couple of people, or I'm going to give you the option of actually videoing yourself cooking one of the recipes, and then you can upload that to your to the discussion board, and we can view it. There's a little icon down there that's got a video. You can upload it there. You can put it on YouTube and upload it as a link from YouTube on there as well. If you would like to do it that way, that is certainly an option, and I encourage that. I think that would be cool for you to be able to do that, but it's not a requirement. You don't have to. You can do it in place of the discussion board if you want to. So today we're going to look at a couple of different sauces. We're going to look at Alfredo sauce, and we're going to look at Bolognese. Okay, Alfredo, not very difficult. You're probably very familiar with it. Bolognese, a little bit more involved. It's still not a real hard recipe to do, and something that I think that you'll really enjoy. So let's look at our mise en place. Let's see exactly what we've got to do to make these recipes for this week. Okay. All right. So the first set of mise en place or ingredients that we're going to look at is for our Alfredo sauce. So we've got butter. So this is just regular butter, about half a cup of it that I've just kind of chopped up a little bit. We've got heavy whipping cream, same thing. If you see it labeled that way, or heavy whipping cream, those are the same thing. We've got some garlic that we've minced up, and then we've got some grated Parmesan cheese. Okay, of course we got salt and pepper that's going to go along with this as well. So real simple, easy recipe, not a lot to this one. All right, so let's go over to the stove and let's check this out. All right, so let's make some Alfredo sauce. We've got our pan right here, and it's getting hot. We've got butter, so this is about half a cup of butter. We want to put that into our pan first. We're going to let it start melting. Now your recipe is going to tell you to go ahead and add the heavy cream as well, but go ahead and get this butter melting. It speeds up this process a little bit for you, okay? So we want to get everything heated together really well. So we're going to let this butter start to melt. Now this is a whole unsalted butter, so it's not clarified or anything like that. Doesn't have any salt added to it when they make it. And that's going to be important because we're using Parmesan. Parmesan is very salty. So if we use the salted butter here, and then we put the Parmesan in there, there's a chance we would oversalt the dish itself. So we've got our butter. That's a little bit melted there. Our heavy cream will go in now. We're going to incorporate these two together. We want to get the temperature up for it. You want this to be nice and warm when we start to add our cheese in so that it melts it properly. can see it's getting hot. We've got our minced garlic, so we're gonna add that in. We want it to start infusing its flavor into our cream and our butter here, okay? So we'll give that just another second to heat, to reduce a little bit, and to infuse that garlic flavor. We have our grated Parmesan cheese. We're gonna start adding it. We're just gonna add a little bit at a time, right? So we add some. We're gonna watch our heat. We don't want it to boil over. We want it to stay nice and hot. So we're gonna add our cheese. And we're gonna incorporate that. Once all the cheese is incorporated, then we'll add another handful in there. So this is looking pretty good. I'm gonna add a little more. We're just gonna whisk this in. Remember, the cheese is gonna thicken this up for us too. When you do this, it might not take all 2 cups of cheese to make this, okay? And that's okay. Once you get this incorporated in, this looks like this is going to be pretty good. Just close to 2 cups that I've added at this point. A couple of my handfuls or so, be about 2 cups. So that looks pretty good. If it's too thick, you want to thin it back down a little bit. You can always add, a little bit more heavy cream to it. That will help to do that as well. So there you go. This looks pretty good right here. As it sits here for a second, that cheese is going to melt in even more. It's going to make it a real nice dish for us. Last thing that we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of black pepper in there to it. And then there you go. You have this real nice Alfredo sauce, okay? Now let me show you exactly how we would do this in a restaurant once we made this sauce. So we're gonna saute it with some of our pasta. All right, so here we go. We've got a little oil that's gonna go into our pan. We're gonna add our pasta. And we're going to add our Alfredo sauce. We're just going to saute all of this together real nice. And it evenly coats everything. Really cooks those flavors together for us right there. So you got everything nicely incorporated in, and then we can take this over here and we'll plate it up. Okay, so here are our ingredients for our Bolognese recipe that we're going to be making today. We've got our crushed tomatoes along with our tomato paste. I've already put it in here. It's ready to go. We've got our mirepoix, right? Celery, onions, and carrots. Okay, so mirepoix all nice and chopped nice and small for us. We have a bay leaf, so 1 bay leaf, some garlic that's minced up. We have some white wine, some extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of milk, and then your recipe is going to call for ground beef. Obviously, by looking at that, this is not ground beef. This is actually ground turkey because right now no one has any ground beef. So we're gonna use ground turkey instead. It's for the most part gonna turn out the exact same, so we're not really concerned about that. So these are our ingredients that we're gonna put together for our Bolognese sauce, and we should be good to go. So let's go over here to the oven or to the stove, and let's check this out and actually cook all of this. All right, so we're gonna start off making our Bolognese sauce. We have a Dutch oven right here on our stove. So the Dutch oven is cast iron, so we want to be careful with it. It's gonna get really hot. We're gonna add our oil to our Dutch oven. And then we have our mirepoix, so it's our celery, our onions, and our carrots, all chopped up. Remember, anytime we talk about mirepoix, we're talking about 50% onions, 25 celery, 25 carrots. So that's what we have here. We're gonna saute those, so kind of high heat until they get nice and tender. So we're gonna add this all in. Once this Dutch oven gets really, really hot, really starts rolling, this is going to be a very quick process. Okay, so we can see our vegetables are getting very soft here, so that's a good thing. They look really, really nice. We're gonna add our garlic in now. We're also gonna add our ground meat. We're just gonna start breaking this up and getting it all cooked and ready to go. We're gonna get it nice and brown. Once that happens, then we'll start adding in our other ingredients, okay? So let's do that now. Let's get this cooked off. All right, so our meat has browned off at this point. Looks real nice. We're gonna add our white wine in. That really well incorporated. Our tomato puree, along with our tomato paste, along with our crushed tomatoes, we're going to go in. And then we have chicken stock that we're going to put in there as well. Measure it out in here, a couple of cups. Well, we get the last of that tomato out of there too. Just going to mix this in real nice. We want to bring this right up to a boil. Then we're going to put our lid on it. We're going to leave it kind of cracked so that the steam can get out. And we're just going to let it simmer. We'll turn the heat down. We'll just let it simmer for about an hour. And then we'll be set, ready to go. We'll add our milk in. Oh, we've got our bay leaf. Our bay leaf goes in right now too. Let's get that mixed in so it can start doing its thing. So we'll get the temperature up, bring it down, and let it simmer. And we'll be good to go in about an hour. Then we can add our milk in and let it cook a little bit more. Our Bolognese has been cooking for a while now. We're gonna find our bay leaf. It's right here. We want to get rid of it. Now we're gonna add in our milk. So, incorporate this together. I'm going to bring it back up to a simmer. We're going to let this simmer for a little while until it kind of reduces down and thickens back up for us. And then we'll be ready to plate it up. Alright, so our Bolognese is cooked down and kind of thickened up, and there we go. We will taste it, adjust the seasoning as we need to, and then we'll be ready for our plate up. Alright, so here you go. Here are our dishes for today. We cooked off a little pasta, our Alfredo that we made with our fettuccine noodles, all sauteed together. Normally, traditionally, a lot of times, Bolognese you will see served separate from the noodles. So you get a bowl of noodles, you get a bowl of the Bolognese sauce. So there you go. You've got your pasta Bolognese, you've got your fettuccine Alfredo. Well, HRTM 160. There you go. There are our pasta dishes for today. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you will try these recipes, and you'll see how well you can do on them. Maybe put your own twist on them in some way. I used the ground turkey today because that's what we have. It happens sometimes in our industry. But maybe you want to use something else. Maybe you want to use ground pork or something like that and really kind of change it up some. So feel free to do that. Remember that you'll have a discussion board that you have to post on this, or you have to try one of these recipes that we did this week and video it and put it up kind of like what I did here today. Okay, so anyway, go through and try it out and see what you think. If you guys have any questions or if you have any suggestions as to maybe what you would, how you would like to proceed in this class other than what we're doing right here, just let me know. I am open to all kind of suggestions. This is kind of new, doing a cooking class online, so this was the best way that I knew to do it right now, but I'm always open to suggestions. So anyway, just make sure you do your discussion board, whether it's either written or whether you videotape it and record it and post that. So I'd love to see some of your recipes and see you guys actually doing this stuff if you have the abilities to do that. I think that'd be awesome. So anyway, if you have any questions, need me for anything, don't hesitate to reach out. I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you stay safe. I hope you wash your hands, and we'll see you guys soon. Okay, thank you guys.